Have you ever had a dream or something you really wanted to do and you really put your full heart into it and it didn't work out and you were disappointed and maybe went through a period of sadness? There's a variety of reasons that things don't work out for us, and we're going to consult the tarot cards on what goes wrong for people when they follow their heart and it doesn't work out. What do we have to know? I'm using the Radiant Tarot deck today. What do we have to know if someone pursues something and it doesn't work out? Well, the first thing that it said is yes, you do follow things that you love. The Knight of Cups is doing things that you love. And he's taking, action on that. Because if we don't take action on the things that we love, we would never experience those things and have that experience. And so the next thing that we say is, let's say that we pursue that thing we love, and then we were always somewhat told that if you pursue what you love, that it will always work out. So here's the Sun card. And here's this high expectation that it's going to work out. But notice in the background, there's also a wall. So we could have things that are blocking us that we don't realize. And how does that person get on the other side of the wall? So we're all excited and we think about all the good things, but we don't realize that there could be a wall. And so when this fails and it doesn't work out, then we have to look at that as, a lot of times the cards are playing pretty well in this game today. The Fool, we kind of think like, well, gee, that was foolish, of us. But instead of doing that, this card is about just going forward for the experiences, learning, taking what you've learned. Now, this is beginner's mind. The Fool is beginner's mind. He's starting out. He's all excited, and yet he's kind of careless a little bit because he's not watching where he's going, and he could step off. And there's little warning signs. The little dog is warning him. So sometimes we get excited about doing things, and we start the action, and we haven't done proper research in it. We haven't done our homework. We just simply feel that the universe is telling us to do it, and we pack our bag and head out, and he could very well fall off that cliff, and that would be foolish on his part. So sometimes this literally means you need to prepare. There needs to be wisdom. See the wisdom of the mountains? You need to figure out and do more planning around what that is that you are doing. So also, we will ask the cards, how can you make it go better the next time? Let's say that you don't do well that time. How can you do better the next time? And we pull the King. I'm sorry, it's hard to hold these up in front of the camera. The King of Wands. So this definitely talks about mastery. That, the kings are the masters of the suit, and you have got to know what you are doing more than just taking a sign from the universe. It's more than that, because the King of Wands, the Wands is about the spiritual card, receiving spiritual messages, but he knows how to use discernment on those messages. He knows, he's the enterprise guy. He looks at it from all aspects. So it isn't just get a message, oh, my heart is into it, and go. There, the king has mastered that plan. So that means you would look at every aspect of it, including this king would also look at, if it failed, he would tweak it out and see if there is a way to make it better, or he would know when to walk away from it. So how can a person, I'm asking the cards now, how can a person be better prepared when they get a message or a sign or follow something they love? How can they be better prepared? And here's the Four of Wands. And of course they're celebrating, but remember, fours, it's all in the planning. It's all about the planning stage. You have to spend more time in the planning and less time in the dreaming phase. So don't go into all these dreams of what your life will be like if only you could follow your own path. There is the planning stage, and those who plan it out and learn from their past of what they've done that didn't work. And this can also be, now remember, wands are enterprising, so it's consulting that King of Wands, consulting a master or other people who have succeeded in that, other people who have built a castle around that and modeling that behavior. So there's a lot that goes in to following your dreams and passions, and so don't forget the planning piece. And if you plan well and you know all the details that goes into that, your chances of being successful are greater. You have a greater chance of making that happen. So that is the message today about when you follow things and they don't turn out. Rather than wallow in them, learn from it. Go back and review. What didn't I do? Did I plan well enough? Did I know all the details? Did I consult any experts? Do I have skills that need to be developed? And then when you follow what you love, you won't go wrong. You'll be putting out a map on how you're supposed to follow that, and it will be successful. Or if it isn't, you won't be so attached to if it isn't, because you'll say, oh, I'm going to tweak this out, and next time I will be successful. Or maybe there's just something else I need to do, and I'll just chalk this off as an experience. And that will be a good experience for you to have and not feel bad about. Thank you.